everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new Polish adventure movie dropped on Netflix called Kleks Academy. So this movie is actually based on this very old novel from Poland, so that's very interesting. Although this movie story, it will remind you of Harry Potter, but I guess it does have its original source material. So I don't know how the book is. However, in this movie you see this girl, her name is Ada. Recently her father in this movie, like, he goes missing, and she was trying to move on with her life in her everyday life, and we see she's this ordinary person living her life. Then when this kind of like this magical looking bird person comes to her, and he basically invites her to this like fairy tale land type academy where she will be learning all this thing about magic and stuff, but also same time she will have opportunity to learn more about her father. So she accepts this invitation to go to this school, and when she goes there she finds out in the school all the other kids who has these special abilities and they have all this power, they're also attending this school. And we see in this movie she kind of like try to talk to all these kids, and they are attending this class. She's trying to learn with them, and she also I guess try to learn more about herself. Like, she does discover herself a lot in this movie. So this is kind of like a kind of reminded me of Harry Potter style. She goes to this school, people with power and magic. I really like that part of this movie. I thought it was quite interesting when once she goes there and she finds out more and more about it. But unfortunately, it does take long time for her to go to that school. So before that, we just follow her around in the city. So I thought personally the production design for this movie looks quite good, and I guess this movie came out last year. Overall, however, though, this movie production and the story itself is quite interesting, but I feel like the character really lack. Like, none of these characters are that interesting in this movie. Like, you don't feel anything toward none of them. Although story itself, it is kind of like this mystery, and you do meet along the way some of these characters, but you don't know anything about any of them, so you don't feel connected to any of them. Even the center girl, I felt like she was not that interesting, honestly. However, the movie itself, the concept itself is actually interesting. Production, I really like. However, this bird-looking man, I did not like him. Every time he was on the screen, I was like, some of these jokes are really gross in this movie, and some of these fairy tale creatures, they are, at a time, it did look scary, and the main villain, the wolf, yeah, it was okay, I think. I didn't like their storyline that much. So at a time, it was really confusing. I was like, what is going on? Overall, this movie had a lot of potential. Unfortunately, the way it was done, I didn't overall, I thought didn't live up to its potential, honestly. Like, it could have been done really well. But overall, I will say, like, some people will enjoy this. I thought it was just not that interesting, honestly. However, I did like the middle part. That is why I have a hard time saying like full this movie is bad. Because there were some interesting scene that I liked. Like, when she went to the school. For some reason, the first scene when she goes to the school is so pink. The color choice is not always good in this. But there's some interesting scene. There's some interesting character interaction with each other, like halfway this movie. And but overall, this movie was just okay, I suppose. It didn't like, it wasn't as good as it could have been. That is what I was thinking when I was watching it, and that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed about this video, don't share other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.